like for example, it contains three things. One is ASP.NET, it's a specification. And the other multiple languages it supports. The main languages are C#.NET and VB.NET, right?
Yes.
These are things it contains. The whole .NET package contains these three. These two are the technologies, ASP and VB, C# and VB.NET. ASP is the specification. I'll explain you what is language and what is specification. This is it's not a new technology, ma. It's a already old technologies only. For example, C# was existing from earlier. Even VB also existing from earlier. Even ASP is also existing for earlier, if you know aware of it. The thing is, the thing is they have added .NET. Means what? I'll explain you. It's a collection of new technology. It's not a old new technology. It's a collection of old technologies which is integrated as a single large technology. Okay, for what purpose? Such that very powerful applications can be designed. Okay, you already know. For example, if you are designing a new project, first what the guys will do, ma? We'll go for meeting, right? Group meeting. Hello, yeah, Pranita, you are able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, please respond to my thing so that it will be easy for you and me, because I should be. Before doing a new project or anything, if you are doing anything in your house, we'll have some discussion things, right? So here, if I'm going to design a new project in any technology, what I'll do, first I'll go for meeting with group meeting or meeting group discussion, right? What I'll do in that, why I'll go for group discussion means, what are the good things we'll require? In what way we need a smart and sharp way, right, where we can achieve the technologies. Now with .NET also, we are having an opposite of Java also, right? Competitor also. Today I'll explain you why .NET is having more flexibility when compared to Java. I'll explain you all these things. See, ma, .NET it's not a new technology. It is a collection of old technologies I have said here, right? Collection of old technologies means what are the old technologies? C#, not .NET is new, but here C# is old, VB.NET is old, ASP.NET is old, which I'm integrating means all these technologies I have taken and I have made it as a single large technologies, one single large technology, such that very powerful applications can be designed, and these applications can run anywhere, okay, under any application, under any operating system. I'll explain you, or under any OS. You got my point? What is .NET means?
Yes.
Are you clear? Yeah, nothing ma. It's a combination of three technologies. Okay, and we have integrated all the good features of different technologies we have taken, and with that particular good features, I have designed a new technology. Means I can get some more smartness, some more trickiness, and some more thing. You got my point, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Now before going to that, ASP.NET, for one language with one specification is enough. VB.NET we never use, means it's up to us. So one technology is mandatory and one specification. I'll explain you what is specification and what is language. For example, if I want to travel Hyderabad to Chennai, what are the different ways I can go? Reaching from one destination to different. I can go by airway, road, or for example, if I take vehicles, car, train, anything I can take, right? Here, bus, airways, different ways, right? Water also, ship also, if I have the opportunity. See here, from these are the different ways, right? Different mode of transportations. You're getting my point, right? If I want to reach Hyderabad to Chennai, what are the different ways? These are all called as different languages. Car I can say as C hash, train I can say as VB.NET, and some other technologies also support. All 40 plus languages are supported by ASP.NET. My point is reaching destination is important, right? So that is nothing but a language. By using a language, anything, mode of transport, if I am reaching my destination, that is called as specification. You got my point, right? Okay?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Nothing. Dot language is nothing. This is language. This is specification. ASP.NET is used for, if I'm using ASP.NET means that is for web applications. If I'm using only C hash means, I'll show you once we're done with. We can design not require any ASP.NET specification. If it is of only Windows application, we can design with C hash or VB.NET itself. You know, right, what is Windows and web applications?
Yes,
Huh?
yes, yes.
Yeah. So which runs on the browser is nothing but web applications, which is it's like an app. If I'm having only executable file means that is nothing but Windows application. If I want to design any web application, the flow I will use, the overall layout I will use with ASP.NET, but backend code will be either any language. For example, I have designed a page for retrieving different, I'm having one, for example, some college institution application I'm designing. For in one page I'll get all the student details, the other page all the courses. If I'm clicking on selecting any course and enter, all the course details by that college it is providing means I'm writing the code right behind that I need to use with chash.net. Okay, UI totally will be with ASP.NET.
Okay.
Okay, if it is of Windows, not required with any ASP.NET. I'll show you once we enter into the code. UI thing we'll be knowing. I'll explain you what type of features we are achieving with this. For example, I got an application from one client, let us assume. He just need to be complete that project, a small project, let us assume, within 10 days. So at any cost, I need to do overall design, implementation, testing, and before giving to client, right? So for example, as of now, I'm having 6 resources in my company. Okay,
Okay.
2 are aware of VB.NET. Okay, 2 are aware of chash.net. I'm explaining why C hash. The other 2 resources are having Java. SEMA, before going to the customer never demands the language on which language he require, because UI will be either Java, either anything. The UI will be different when giving to the client. So here the most competitor for this .NET is Java. So I'm just explaining the differences why we'll go for uh, .NET instead of Java, or else I can give you what I'll explain you. For example, here, so what I need to do, if a project is designed in Java means, so with 2 persons doing Java in 10 days, it's not possible. Okay, with 4 people, because Seema, these 2 guys knows only C sharp. These 2 guys doesn't know VB.NET. These 2 guys knows only VB.NET. These 2 guys doesn't know C sharp. So if I'm taking, I can design this application with either .NET or Java means I need 2 more guys to prepare. So as of now, I'll take, okay, I'll go for .NET. Okay, because I'm having 4 resources now. And here these 2 guys doesn't know C sharp, these 2 guys doesn't know VB.NET. That is my, I have required those things already. These, for example, 10 days, right? After investigation SRS documents thing, I got an thing right with 100 pages. The application contains 100 pages, let us assume.
Okay.
Okay, first, I'll divide like this. First 3 days, I'll give to C sharp, guys, how many pages ma? 30 pages, let us assume. In the same parallel days, I have given 3 days, same parallel, not multiple, 30 pages to who? To which, guys? VB.NET. Okay, so within how many days, how many pages has been done? Within 3 days, 60 pages parallel development has been done without parallel development. And here ma, these two guys does I am having a requirement like from 5th page. I have 5th page that is designed in, let us assume, C sharp. I want some requirement for, let us assume, 45th page. This is designed in VB.NET, right? Because I have designed like this. So here that flexibility is available here. Even though those two guys doesn't know, if I have written my code in C hash, which should reflect to some page and that should retrieve some data, so here, or some logic, okay, which is there in 45th page, which is designed in VB.NET. You got, and that too parallel development is possible here. Okay, after that, how many pages has been done? Again, within 2 days, what I have been done, 20, how many pages left? 40, right? 20 pages again I have given to those guys. Okay, so what it will do? Obviously, after that, before giving to the client, we will integrate all pages, right? And for the client, we never give to client. After that, we are having a deployment. I will show you how to deploy a project also. Deployment, for example, after integrating, before giving to the client, we will deploy the project. Okay, overall, how many pages it has been done within 5 days. Okay, after that, testing, QA, again replacement, everything, right? So that is possible. And one more thing, ma, wherever I'm designing my application, that requires more software configuration system. You got my point, right? Where these guys are working on, where my project is on which system that it is requiring, that requires more software requirement. You got my point, right? If the same application is designed in Java, it requires some more pages. And one more thing, ma, if you are aware of, if you remember more thing, to to design a button click on the UI side, simple button, which should say some any home page or anything. I'm having a button which contains a text click. How many pages of lines of code we require? Any idea roughly? Simple button. I'm having a OK button. Let us assume. First, we need to design the button be equal to new button of. You require, right? You remember.
Yeah.
Okay. After that, b dot text equal to OK. B dot back color equal to some color. B dot fore color. B dot height. B dot length. Means to get a simple button, okay, where on the simple button, okay, nearly only for UI we are required nearly 15 to 20 lines of code. Functionality differs. If I'm clicking OK on that, I don't know what's the logic behind that. That is for coding, right? But here, to design a simple button, it requires nearly, I'm saying roughly, before any styles application. In .NET, for designing, not require much code, ma. You got my point, right? Are you
Yes.
clear? Yeah. So here, whenever I think still remember, if I'm designing Java, they will design with HTML pages, right? I didn't remember exact page name, that thing. First UI pages. Still they need to design in Java. But here when coming to .NET, guys, no UI design. Whenever you're drag and dropping a button on the page, automatically the basic code will be automatically generated there.
Yes. HTML.
Yeah. Only, for example, I'm having an employee number, name, some retrieval, something. After that, some employee registration form for designing will be their page. After that, I'm having clicking on OK button. For example, what are the details you are entering there? After clicking on OK button, if I click on, it will submit to database, anything, some logic, right? For the particular overall page, we never use a single line of code for designing specially. If you want any special thing, then you can go to the properties, that is different. But in Java, they'll write JSPs, I think, for designing. Everything they'll design in HTML as of now also. Maybe some tools may come now, but they had to design. So for designing, we don't require to invest more thing for .NET. Okay. Uh, for example, if I'm designing, first we'll go with C hash ma, because before going to ASP.NET, we require C hash, C sharp technology. Means this is a language, right? We need to learn language. Before going to language also, I'll explain how the flow goes on, what is the editor, what is the, because first I'll go with Windows applications ma. C sharp I'll explain with Windows applications. Okay. After that we'll go with ASP with web applications. So first let us complete, not before going to language also, I'll explain you what are the different basic data types and what are the require, all these things. And one more thing, yeah, before going to that, .NET, for example, I have I have opened one more supermarket. Let us assume, okay, with in 2015. Right now, I have opened only one. Okay, only one branch. Let us assume. Okay, I'll explain you what are the advantages with software and hardware here with Java compared to Java. I said if I'm designing this with .NET, okay, where my project is doing, there only it requires high configured ma. Wherever I'm doing my project, where it in that company laptop or desktop, that system requires only high configuration system. Whenever you're giving to the client, this supermarket first guy, I'll deploy the project, right? For example, every page contains what are the first UI page, right? Where the overall UI looks. After that, second page, code behind page, right? Code logic, right? This is for Windows applications. For web applications, what extra it contains? HTML page, right? Yeah. If it is of Windows WPF also, Windows also it is coming automatically. The code is generating here, ma. WPF, you know, I think I'll explain you better before going to that. If it is of Windows application, it contains only UI and coding logic, right? So after deploying project, now how it works with the coding, where I'm doing my, let us assume I'm doing one project for this more supermarket, how the project is working now along with coding, right? Code logic. Before going to giving uh, more supermarket client, what I'll do, I'll deploy the project. Deployment is a very good process where only UI pages will be given to client exe.exe, but it works how it is working for me with the code logic. The same logic works here, but I won't give a single line of page. I'll show you how it works also in a deployment process. You're clear, right? Are you clear whatever I'm saying here?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So here only wherever I'm doing which contains UI, only it contains high configured, like 4 Mbps, 8 Mbps RAM, all the things. Whenever I'm giving for one supermarket branch, executable contains only CLR version, small version only basic computer can use this exe. Okay. Whenever, yeah, not require more configure, only basic configuration. If you can take 10,000 10K also, it works out, not even 10K also. Basic requirement software configuration system also, it works out. And one more thing, in the next year, if I have in the next 2 years, my that guys or else my business has been established, and 2008 18 I have opened 10 branches, let us assume. Okay, if the application is designed in Java, and one more thing, ma, wherever I'm designing first Java, here it requires high coding, right? In .NET, where I'm doing my project, that system should contain very high configured. Wherever I am going for Java, where you are designing the thing, it doesn't require much high configuration. But whenever you are giving to the client, okay, there it doesn't require, basic also requires, but when compared to .NET, it's less configuration also requires. You got my point. If I'm opening 10 branches, means obviously 10 into 3, let us assume 30 systems I require. In one branch, if I'm going for 3 systems, I require 30 systems. I can take 8, 10K for .NET. 10K means basic configured system. 10K, that's it. If I go with Java, some more 15K highly configured software is required. Okay, because one more thing, what I'm doing, wherever I'm doing a project in .NET, that requires high configured. But when compared to .NET, Java requires some less configured system. But in the clients, it requires more, which is good. For the customers, it depends, right? Obviously, they'll go for less because
Yes.
those guys not even from even 10th or 10th, 12th standard guys also, because they are not aware of anything. And when
Yes.
after deploying an application, whatever the thing you do, it never the thing code never should be, it's not given, so it won't be a loss for, they never stuck with the things, those guys, end user guys, because they should know only the functionality, how it goes, all those things. Okay, any doubts you want, any doubts from this?
No. So you are saying that high configuration
Yeah,
is for Java and less configuration is for .NET.
yeah. And wherever I'm doing my project, that requires more high configuration for .NET. When
Okay.
compared to Java here, not this much configured. It may deploying where in the client systems your exe that is designed by Java means same exe if you're that is designed with .NET means it requires some more less configuration when compared to Java.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the things and everything will be covered, ma. For example, first I'll go with latest basic things. This is the .NET editor. The next class, yeah, I said right, new project means Windows C hash or either VB.NET. New website means ASP.NET. Okay, first I'll go with Windows applications. Ma console it's not required. If you want, I can show you a console application. It's not a big problem for me. Okay, I'll open one new project. See here, these are the different languages. It's a VB, Visual C hash. These are all different. But I'm taking Visual C hash means C#.NET. Okay,
Okay.
and Windows form means Windows. WPF means just now have said right, ma. What I said, we require UI and coding right here. For
Yes.
here it requires HTML parallel also. When whereas like same as web applications, console means you know right. From here itself I can open web application, shared project. Class library means, for example, I can if you remember Java, .NET or C++, we'll write include files on the top of the application, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Those type of things, how it will repair. If I'm having a thing, like I'm having 10 pages, let us assume my project, 10 pages. For those 10 pages, some 20 to 30 lines of code is common to all the 10 pages, right? So instead of writing those 10 pages in 10 pages, so it's a really a problem, right? More coding. So instead of that, I can generate a class library. I can create the same logic I can create there, and I can extract that particular thing here.
Oh,
Okay,
okay. So we can
yeah,
save code here.
yeah, code reusability we can do with this DLL means. And one more thing, with this class library we can design and one more thing, whenever you are opening a new application, each thing we require we need to write, if you remember also, right? Include Java means import Java something. But Seema, this is form, basic design form, Windows application. Okay, don't get confused. If I pressing F7, see, I haven't written a single line of code. Okay, the basic common code which is common to all the things that has been given by default in .NET. You got my point, right? Because this is purely oops, so it should contain one class and one method, right? You're clear, I think. Yeah. See, here this is the code. Whenever you come here, this is a toolbox. Controls need to be loaded. Whenever I'm dragging, you can drag and drop. No need to design. And automatically the code will be generated. Okay. So I'll take Windows Forms. I'll just take one button. Double click or drag and drop. I'm just double clicking so that the form will be automatically pasted here. See here. Now drag it to here. Okay. Whenever I'm clicking here, see, automatically the code is generated. Event driven. No need to require right here. Okay.
Oh,
No, whatever the thing, if I am changing F4 properties also, no need to write. I'm right button 1. Okay. Instead of this, I'm writing whatever you want. Okay. Okay. Bus. No need to write a single line of code, all these settings. UI changes maximum will do with properties only. I'll explain you after completing basic OOPS concepts. I'll enter into this Windows. What is Windows form? Means default. This is a form, right? Basic we'll get. On this we'll place a number of controls like that. Will write in a simple line of code. Message box dot show. I'll explain you coding
okay.
later because I just want to welcome to C sharp. See, saving, if I'm having any errors, everything we have only one keyword F5. F5 means first it will debug. If it contains any errors, here and it won't come output. Here and itself it will show you the errors. And if it doesn't contains any errors, it will show you the output window. See now. Only F5 keyword. If I click on OK, see, whatever the text you have written coming, all these OK message boxes, alert box, everything is internally handled. Okay. If I'm having any error, this is case sensitive language C sharp. Okay. Now you press F5, it will throw an error. There were builders. No, I don't want to continue. Expected semicolon. Yes. You can give semicolon now. Yeah. This is about basic demo class, ma. If you want any queries, uh, you can check with Ganesh. You send me to any queries here.
Okay.
You have any doubts, ma?
No, I don't have any doubts. I
Yeah.
understand very well what you're saying.
Yeah, fine. And one more thing, if you want, if you are registering, tomorrow we'll have a long session. Is it fine for you? If you
Yes,
are able to understand only. Because weekends it will be easy for me, so that we can have a long session. It will be easy for you also, so that I can,
yes, yes,
yeah,
I'm able to do that tomorrow.
yeah. So tomorrow at what time we can plan a class?
Uh, Same time at 6 o'clock.
Pardon?
Same time at 6 o'clock. Is it okay for you?
Right now time, now it is for you 6, huh?
Yes. I I'm saying that same time is fine. 6 a.m.
Morning,
East.
Indian IST.